I mean, it was hard, guys. It was so hard. Hey, guys, it is week 5, and what a week it has been. I need to update you and let you know about the roller coaster that I had. Um, so, for those of you who've been following along during these weeks, you know that I am starting my business, The Nice Guy Entrepreneur. And I'm doing it in front of you so you can watch, so you can see what it's like, both tips, tricks, techniques, strategies, whatever, but also just to see what someone like yourself is going through and will be going through. So, week 5, what happened? Well, I think my previous, more recent posts have been a little bit more on the anguish. I 2 weeks ago, I showed you one video that was, uh, it was a tough week to say the least. And you always have it in your head that you're going to be able to move the ball forward a lot faster than you actually end up doing. And so that's been a struggle. That's been very disappointing. But I know from everybody I've worked with and everybody I've learned from is you just keep pushing. You keep pushing forward. You move step by step every day. And as I believe it's Angela Duckworth, this is where that most important trait of being an entrepreneur comes into play. And that's having grit. No matter how low the lows are, you got to keep moving. But I'm proud to report to you guys that last week it felt good, right? I mean, I can't say I got a lot done in terms of the actual product creation, but I was feeling confident and more comfortable in my social media presence because that truthfully has been the biggest hurdle across just about everything so far. And then here I was feeling confident and comfortable all of a sudden. And that felt so flipping good. So there are highs out there. Doing this right now, I'm out in the public. I'm actually on a university campus um, before my day starts with a morning meeting. And I'm in front of other students, right? I figured, well, if there's anyone that can understand what it's like to be in front of a camera around strangers, it's got to be these college students. But yeah, here I am doing that, and it's more comfortable. So that was one of my highs. But right as I was about to do my weekly video on Monday about how great last week was, so I could give you some sort of report on the positives, Monday, I crashed. I crashed. I mean, it was hard, guys. It was so hard. And I didn't even at first recognize that it was what it was. I was feeling ill all day long, and it wasn't a cold. I couldn't identify it, but it, I wasn't right. After work, came home, took a nap, and I just realized that it was me, right? It was me feeling ill because of the emotions, of how difficult this is. Again, if you have the time, if you have the money to quit your day job and focus on your startup, on your business, on getting moving, then by all means, you need to do that. You just have to be determined and disciplined and get it done so you're not wasting time, your own time and money. But for most of us, we don't have that time. We don't have that extra money that we can not have the income, right? We are in our 40s, 50s, maybe 60s, doing this at catching our second wave in life. And we still need to make the payments to the mortgage and put food on the table and get the kids, get braces on their teeth. In my case, help them all finish up college. We need to keep pressing forward. And so we need to keep that day job. And it is very challenging, and it takes an emotional toll, or at least it has been on me. And so this Monday, gosh, I realized it was just me with, I have such a loving and supporting family. I know all the weight is not only on my shoulders, but I think that's what we do. And I think most of us watching this are Generation X, and we are the generation of most any of them where we were taught to just rub dirt on it, take the pain and press on, kid, right? We're no longer kids, but we're still doing that. And so I think, well, I know for a fact that I still do that. I am bearing the weight, bearing the pain, bearing the in my own mind, even though I don't have to. It's just a fact of life. I'll be transparent. I'm working on it. I have support from others that I'm trying to learn to not do that. But at this point, 55 years in my life, that's all I've known. So that illness I felt on Monday, where I just had to crash, that was me taking the emotional stress. I was stressed. I don't feel depression and anxiety throughout my whole life, but I think, more recently they've crept in there. Or maybe I'm just recognizing them more, but it's there, and it's not easy. So, I'm being very transparent. Hope that's not sharing too much with you, but I just wanted to share the fact that I had a great week last week after I did that video, and it felt good. It felt really good. And then I had that horrific Monday, and it just all shut down. That was really hard. So it's reality. And just keep that in mind when you're working forward and you're taking those steps day by day. Just keep stepping. It's going to feel good some days, and some days are not going to feel good at all. And I promise you though that day by day, all is good. And there are enough good days mixed in with some of those hard days. And the goal and the vision to reach more and more good days are going to happen. And I can say from my experience of helping others, those that put in the effort and have the grit to get through those dark days do find those bright days, and they don't regret it. In fact, their lives have become, they've reached a dream, right? They are literally living their dream. So keep plugging through, step by step, and just do it. So yeah, I guess that's my message this week. And I do want to say and give you some input. I'm starting to build the product finally. So last month was me starting and just getting myself in front of this camera. And this month, for those watching, weekly, this is February of 25. Now it's for me to put the product together and put it out there. So my goal is to have a product and have it launched, and have a first cohort of those that want to learn how to sell when they hate to sell. So I'm putting this out there into the world to you, so that I will feel the need and you will support me push myself forward to get the job done. So thank you guys. And just remember, nice guys finish and outlast. Take care. I mean, it was hard, guys. It was so hard. And